There is a new contender in the wide-angle lens market segment, and it's a dreamer, exactly an LAOWA C-Dreamer. (11mm full frame f4.5). And I was using it with my Aircross 2 and a handy BTS shooter, the Insta-1R mounted on the roll motor of the Moza Aircross 2, and we went out for some filming. Just like in every of my reviews, we are going straight to an spec talk, overview and close-up of the lens, video, footage test and conclusion. And if you want to find out more about my other lens reviews, there will be links in the description and you can check them out and find out more about my lenses and what I'm using for my filming. This LAOWA 11mm is a super compact wide-angle lens. Rectilinear full frame for mirrorless cameras with a 126 angle field of view and 19 centimeters of minimum focus point. This allows you to capture some pretty awesome close subjects and have a lot of stuff in the background. The lens is composed with 14 elements in 10 groups. Although it's not a zero distortion lens, the two aspherical elements and 3 extra low dispersion elements suppress the chromatic aberration and distortions to the minimum. It's equipped with an 62mm filter thread for using screw-in filters. The lens is designed to be small and light, and with a weight of only 254 grams, it's a perfect solution for smaller setup and travels designed for the landscape photographer. The aperture ring is clicked and I find it perfect. I don't want to suddenly bump the aperture and mess the shot. Actually, being pretty wide, there will be not so much of an background blur, and on my Sony I didn't have problems bumping up a little more the ISO for interior shots. The focus ring is smooth, giving you from 19 cm the focus mark all the way to 2 meters and then the small focus throw to infinity. The focus ring has an additional focus tab to have a better grip or adjust the focus ring marking. When using such a wide angle lens, you have to understand that sometimes you get much more in your footage than you originally intended. So take note, this is an 126-degree lens. The distortion is barely noticeable, and when compared to a 360 camera, you will understand the difference and how close it is to not being distorted at all. There is some chromatic aberration when zooming in object backlight situations or in particular light conditions, but not too exaggerated. It's not as sharp as, one example, my Zeiss 55, but it's pretty decent. Notice the hair of my boy getting pretty sharp in the dark background. And notice this is a full manual lens, and nailing the perfect focus takes some patience. Use focus peaking, but at the minimum, so the peaking will be just at the most focused point. If you use it at the maximum, all the footage will peak. There will be some vignetting too on the corners, but I'm kind of used to get that in this kind of lenses. Having a really close focus point option of only 19 cm, you can get some really dramatic shots and actually have a person or subject so close to that and even a lot of background behind it. When you have a big building or object in front of you, you'll understand that with this lens you can basically fit in anything, even standing so close to it. There is an half lens hood built in on the lens, and it will help sometimes avoid some unwanted flaring, and sometimes not. Mounting any other hood on top of it, it will make it visible on the footage because the lens is so wide, so this is the only option you have. The 5 aperture blades will give you the star-shaped sun when filming to it. And actually filming pointing straight to the sun, I didn't notice so much distractional flares that mess up with the footage. This lens could be also perfect for vlogging, if you like to show yourself around with a lot of background to work on. Being so light and compact, this lens is an easy go and you can take it actually everywhere with it. It's kind of so small. And even compared with an APS-C size body, it's kind of small and light. Well, you can actually use it with an APS-C body, but it's designed for full frame, just like my Sony A7 III. As I like to film in daylight using ND filters, this lens gives you the option to use a 62mm threaded filter. Sadly, I have a standard 72 or 82 filter that I'm mounting on every camera, using then step-up rings to scale down or scale up my ND filter range. This is kind of another mounting option, and you have to get the exact 62mm ND filter and screw it in. But there's also a magnetic filter holder designed especially for it, so we'll have that option too. I wasn't able to use mine, I was using kind of a little bigger shutter speed. As I'm not a pixel to pixel 100 times zoom in to check every little detail on the footage, I will leave that for other reviewers to do that. I will just say that this lens isn't the cheapest out there, and at around $750 actually came around at the price of my Zeiss 55 that I'm filming right now. But actually, for the price and for the actual money and amount that you are spending on a wide angle lens with a really lightweight body, you'll get a decent amount of image quality and wideness, almost zero distortion, and that's what's all about it. Having it light and compact, putting so much in your frame. What do you think, guys, about it? Comment section down below, I will be happy to answer all your questions. And actually I'm filming tomorrow a big ship delivery with all the interviews and other stuff that go when a big ship is being delivered. And actually I'll use this lens for the wide openings and interiors of the ship, the engine, the big control boards. And actually maybe I will share more footage about it. If you are interested in this lens, you can check the first link in the description and get it right now. Thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe with the bearing icon to get notified every time I make a new video, and see you on my next one.